This is your High Desert Sports Report. Best of 2021. The year's top reports on the High Desert's outstanding teams, players, and sporting events. The 2021 Mojave River League Football All-League team highlights 16 first-team selections from Apple Valley, led by Offensive Player of the Year, Jaden Denigal. The Sun Devils junior quarterback is a repeat selection. Also named first team a second straight season, Serrano Diamondbacks senior offensive lineman Garrett DiGiorgio. Diamondbacks senior team leader J.J. Ryder, 13. Apple Valley senior defensive back Marquise Cato, Sun Devils senior tight end Jacob Soria, Hesperia defensive lineman Anthony Tuimawaluga, 55, a senior, and Oak Hills wide receiver and defensive back Latavia Lipscomb. The versatile Bulldog senior Latavia Lipscomb, the only 2021 All-Leaguer named first team on both offense and defense. MRL Offensive Player of the Year, Jaden Denigal passed for 800 yards and 11 touchdowns in the Sun Devils' 4 Mojave River League wins. The now 6'5", 225-pound, 4-star signal caller threw for an additional 155 yards and a touchdown in the 49-42 victory at Culver City. While continuing his breakout year as a running threat, he scored 4 rushing touchdowns in the Culver City win, those 4 scores bringing his running game touchdown total to 10. As for his passing efficiency and decision-making, no interceptions in his 108 pass attempts on the year. 8 of Apple Valley's first-team All-Leaguers are offensive teammates of MVP Jaden Denigal, including the 6'7", 330-pound sophomore Raymond Polito, 79. 5 in this picture is All-League running back Damian Guillen. Right tackle Isaiah Mendoza, 70, and left guard Xavier Arias, 67, our first team. Isaiah Mendoza, a 6'4", 250-pound senior. Xavier Arias, 5'11", 305, a junior. Tight end Jacob Soria, 47, is a repeat selection. The 6', 200-pound senior was first-team All-MRL his junior year at linebacker. Jacob Soria caught 10 passes in MRL games, 1 for a touchdown, probably led the league in touchdown receptions called back. Scholarship offers include Dakota Wesleyan University in Mitchell, South Dakota. Ethan Peratt is first-team All-MRL at wide receiver. The 6', 190-pound senior led the team in pass receptions, 3 for touchdowns in MRL play. The versatile two-way starter further demonstrated his variety of skills by throwing a 60-yard touchdown pass in the 49-42 win at Culver City, duplicating this play against Adelanto his junior season. Ethan Peratt will play next at NAIA Division I Benedictine College in Atchison, Kansas on a football scholarship. Wide receiver Logan Moon is first-team All-MRL. The 6', 175-pound junior averaged 13 yards per reception, 2 of his catches for touchdowns, this one against Sultana. A two-way starter, Logan Moon, shown here on defense. First-team All-MRL running back Caleb Most led the Sun Devils in rushing yardage, averaging 9 yards a carry. The 5'11", 180-pound junior scored 5 touchdowns, this 67-yarder against Serrano in that 45-7 season-opening victory. The following week, the 82-yard touchdown in the win against Sultana. Fellow junior Damian Guillen is first-team All-MRL. 5'5" and 140, Damian Guillen averaged just under 9 yards a carry. The speediest of the Sun Devils, his 42-yard touchdown against Oak Hills was a game-breaker in the MRL championship game. Of the 9 Sun Devils named first team on offense, 7 will return this fall to defend the league championship. League runner-up Serrano places 6 players first team all-league. 2 seniors, Garrett DiGiorgio, 64, and J.J. Ryder, 13, repeat selections. The 6'7", 295-pound Garrett DiGiorgio ranked 4th best offensive lineman in the Inland Empire. He will attend UCLA on a football scholarship. Running back Jay-Sean Wright is a first-team all-league selection. The Diamondbacks' leading ground gainer on the year, a 5'7", 150-pound Jay-Sean Wright scored 9 touchdowns his senior season. Diamondbacks named first team on defense, number 24, Xavier Jeter, 6'3", 193-pound senior defensive end. 25, Andrew Martinez, 6 foot 183, the senior middle linebacker, led Coach Casey Mahalchik's team in tackles. The lone underclassman, a first-team all-league selection, number 11, free safety Tanner Chafee. The 6 foot 145-pound junior led the league in pass interceptions with 4. Oak Hills has 6 first-team all-leaguers, led by repeat selection Latavian Lipscomb. The 5'11", 165-pound senior is first team at wide receiver and at defensive back. Bulldogs' leading ground gainer, Prince Thomas, is a 5'7", 155-pound junior who averaged 5 yards per carry. Clearing the path for Bulldogs ball carriers, 55. First-team O-lineman Trent McDaniel, he is 5'10", 250, is senior. Bulldogs' leading tackler, Adrian Rodriguez, 4, registered 27 solo tackles of his team-high 41. Adrian Rodriguez is 6'1", 190, a senior linebacker. Mason Orozco, 56, 5'10", 191, a senior. 8 is Ricky Lee Medina, first-team middle linebacker. The 6 foot 215-pound senior registered 3 tackles for a loss among his 15 solo tackles. Hesperia first-team selections are led by All-MRL running back Edward Adams, the Scorpions' leading ball carrier. He is 5'11", 186, a senior. 52, Lewis Barron is a first-team All-MRL offensive lineman. Lewis Barron is a 5'10", 260-pound senior. Anthony Tuimawaluga, 55, is a repeat selection on defense. This video clip is from when he was a junior. He played at 5'11", 265 this past year, his senior season. The all-league kicker and punter is Scorpion Jesus Arias. He is a 5'10", 130-pound senior. Coach Casey Goodnow's biggest win of the season was against the Desert Sky League's Silverado Hawks in their second-to-last game of the year, a 20-14 victory by the Mojave River League's 4th-place team over the Desert Sky League championship team. All league selections are voted on by the coaches of the 4 Mojave River League teams participating in the COVID-postponed 2021 season. Burroughs was unable to field a team for this season. A junior quarterback from Apple Valley, the Offensive Player of the Year. This Sun Devils sophomore is Defensive Player of the Year. This is Dustin Reynolds, 4. He is 6'2", 208. Top defender on the Sun Devils defense that limited Mojave River League opponents to 3 touchdowns all season, twice denying their MRL foe positive rushing yardage for an entire game. Dustin Reynolds led his team in total tackles and solo tackles on the year. He made an impressive first impression in the stunning 45-7 season-opening win over Serrano, 3 sacks among his 11 tackles and this fumble recovery in this game. It was no easy task for Coach Kyle Godfrey to name one most valuable defensive player on this team, stacked with so many defenders who had truly outstanding seasons. 6 of Dustin Reynolds' teammates earn first-team All-League honors, 2 of them fellow underclassmen linebackers. 2-year starter Gavin Hambrick, a junior, number 10, 6'2", 220. This interception typifies Apple Valley's absolute dominance of Oak Hills in the league championship game. How do these Sun Devils defenders believe they rank compared to teams past?
Oh, Coach, we got the best defense in the MRL ever. Greatest defense ever. It's amazing, Coach.
Any claim of greatest ever is always open to debate, but there is no denying these Sun Devils truly believe they are this area's greatest team ever. And Daily Press scribe Jose Quintero is among knowledgeable observers supporting that claim. Point of clarification, when Gavin Hambrick refers to this interviewer as Coach, that is reference to his being reminded that this veteran video journalist was his dad's baseball coach in high school. This season's team may prove even greater next season, so rich and deep they are in super talented underclassmen, among them All-League defensive end Keenan Eck, 14. Keenan Eck shared Defensive Player of the Game honors with Gavin Hambrick in the Oak Hills win, 6 tackles, 2 for losses, 2 sacks that game for the 6'3", 198-pound junior. Another underclassman first-team All-Leaguer is free safety Nathan Downing, 9, the 6'1", 187-pound junior with the pick 6 here against Sultana. Watch how quickly his first response blitz creates this sack, followed by his bold bravado response and reaction. Defensive back Isaiah Ojeda, 3, is first team, a second Sun Devils sophomore earning first team honors. The interception here in the first game of the year. Isaiah Ojeda's very first play of his varsity career, Apple Valley's game-opening kickoff against Serrano, an indicator of very good things to come. The 6'2", 170-pound Isaiah Ojeda recovering the kickoff that gets the Sun Devils off to a fast start against the Diamondbacks. All of this attention paid and praise made to all-league underclassmen threatens to diminish the importance of senior leadership and outstanding season-long performances by players of the class of 21. Marquise Cato is a repeat all-league first-team defensive back. He intercepted passes, made bone-crackling tackles, and led his team in kick return yardage. At 5'9", 160, the two-way starter played a key role in his team's unprecedented success. Same to be said of James Reed, 55, the 6'1", 225-pound nose guard who forced the opposition to steer clear of trying to run up the middle against the Sun Devils. James Reed, coaches and teammates call him JR, relentless in his attack, the sack of the scrambling Bulldogs quarterback on this play. Coach's name, James Reed, the defensive player of the game in the season-opening win against Serrano. Completing our action highlights of every first-team All-MRL selection, Sultana is represented by Thorin Scherf, 65. The 5'11", 200-pound senior two-way starter was named at the utility player position. As mentioned earlier, Burroughs bowed out of putting a team on the field this spring, and while the first Sun Devils football undefeated season will forever carry the asterisk of the COVID-abbreviated campaign, the fact remains Apple Valley ends 2021 with the school's highest rank in program history, 20th in the state in CIF rankings, the #1 team in the Inland Empire. The Desert Sky League Players of the Year are Silverado running back Jawan Howard and Granite Hills linebacker Lance Henderson, a junior. Granite Hills leads the field with players named to 8 first-team selections, including George Garcia, 56. The 6'3", 280-pound senior is first team on both offense and defense. Barstow's Sean Ely is the only other two-way first-team selection. The Aztecs' 5'10", 220-pound senior fullback and middle linebacker is also a repeat selection. Offensive Player of the Year, Juwan Howard, 5'6", 160 pounds, is a repeat first-team selection. He averaged 6.5 yards per carry and scored 13 touchdowns for Keron Jones, Desert Sky League champions. These comments at the Hawks' win over Victor Valley.
Juwan, what do you like best about the way the team's playing tonight?
Defense making stops, running the ball down the field a lot. Inside run is good. You got to hold our wide receiver blocks. That's about it.
Juwan Howard, one of the players, the new head coach at Victor Valley College. Naika Long has highest on his list to recruit. Another of the Silverado Hawks, the VBC Rams, hope to have playing for them this fall is 74, the 6'1", 315-pound Russell Chapman. Also on the Rams' radar, 75, Nathaniel Mosier, first team All Desert Sky League offensive lineman. A third Hawk named first team All Desert Sky League on offense, Lyndon Ravar, the wide receiver who had a breakout game in the victory over Adelanto. 8 passes for 216 yards and 4 touchdowns in the DSL title game for the junior pass catcher. Darren Gandy, out of the Wildcat formation here, is first team on defense, designated the utility player distinction. In essence, he could be considered another Hawk first team selection on offense, more on the Silverado super sophomore when defensive selections are highlighted. The All-DSL quarterback is Tyler Caron. The Granite Hills signal caller completed 56% of his passes while establishing a quarterback rating of 86. The 6'5", 210-pound Tyler Caron will be playing on the field and begin studies in the medical field next at Mount San Antonio College in Walnut. Those Mounties rank 11th in the state among California community colleges. 6'3", 280-pound George Garcia is considering joining his Cougars quarterback at Mount Sac. Cougar Deshaun Minor is a repeat All-DSL selection at tight end. The 5'10", 210-pound senior averaged 16 yards per reception. Running back Micah Pratt is first team All-DSL. The 5'11", 175-pound running back led the Cougars in rushing yardage and registered 2 100 yards plus rushing games in the DSL his senior season. Adelanto has 3 skill position players first team among the Saints' 5 players named to the All-League team on offense. Keith Reynolds' path cleared by first-team OL standouts, fellow sophomore Joseph Sua, 54, and senior Steve Wilson, 50. Secrets to success for the Saints' running attack?
It's been my linemen, my coaches. I just want to give a shout out to the coaches. They all been doing their job, you know. They've been working us, you know, they've been telling us to do our job.
The super versatile Keith Reynolds tosses the touchdown pass to Rashawn Ramsey, first team All Desert Sky League wide receiver. Rashawn Ramsey, first-year coach Isaac Griffin's total offense leader, the Saints' senior statesman equaling Keith Reynolds when it comes to versatility. Rashawn Ramsey on the passing end to Keith Reynolds in the DSL title game. The multi-skilled 5'11", 175-pound two-way starter could always be counted on to reverse the Saints' fortunes when the going got tough. Rashawn Ramsey has a scholarship offer from Lincoln University in Oakland. Older brothers Johnny and Raquan may be VBC Rams this fall. David Porter, 7, is another Adelanto member of the first team All-DSL backfield. The 6'1", 175-pound junior, another Saints two-way starter, could be found at fullback or running back. Victor Valley sophomore running back Corinthians Jones is first team All-DSL offensive lineman Geraldo Garcilaso, 74, a junior, and J. Reed Jordan, 54, a senior, also first-team selections. Corinthians Jones was the Jackrabbits' most productive and dynamic impact player on Coach Jeff Vanover's very young team. Barstow Aztec running back Sean Ely, 9, completes the action highlights reel of first-team selections. Sean Ely, first team on offense and defense, among the 10 seniors named first team to the 16-player All-Desert Sky League offensive team. Granite Hills linebacker Lance Henderson, 52, is DSL Defensive Player of the Year. The 6'2", 208-pound junior led the Cougars with 32 solo tackles, 6 for a loss. Cougars sophomore outside linebacker Malik Kenny, 2, among the 10 underclassmen earning first-team honors on defense. Silverado's superb outside linebacker Ivan Lewis, 26, is a sophomore. His interception on the second play of the game set the tone in the Hawks' win over the Jackrabbits. Atalanto's 99, Darren Hughes, a sophomore. The Saints' 6'3", 285-pound defensive lineman is a first-team selection. Theodore Wiggins of Granite Hills, 15, a 6'3", 175-pound sophomore, all-DSL at defensive back, the two-way starter, here the recipient of the Tyler Karen touchdown pass. Darren Gandy of Silverado, all-DSL at the utility position, another sophomore, a true triple threat. Darren Gandy was effective running back kicks, running out of the Wildcat, or catching passes from his wide receiver position. Silverado's Jason Crawley, 8, is a junior linebacker, first team, All-Desert Sky League, wearing the ribbon number 8 for Hawks linebackers. Jason Crawley is 6'1", 220. 2 Silverado Hawks seniors named first team are worthy of consideration for Player of the Year honors. Kaleo Katoa is 6'3", 265, the Hawks' sacks leader throughout his 3 years as starter. Kaleo Katoa, big plays, could fill a Silverado defensive highlights reel. He is expected to attend El Camino Community College. Ruben Vega is the Hawks' leading tackler on the year. The 5'8" linebacker registered 37 tackles for the DSL champions. Yeah, he does pack a punch, and it may be in the boxing ring rather than on the football field that he further pursues his athletic career. Like Kaleo Katoa, enough big plays to establish another Silverado highlights reel. Victor Valley senior defensive end Miles Schreiner, 8, the red zone tackle for a loss against Silverado. He is 6'1", 195. He intends to undertake a plumber's apprenticeship upon graduation. Jackrabbit teammate and fellow senior inside linebacker Darnell Robinson, 10, first team All-Desert Sky League. Jackrabbit's defensive back Trevon Cody, 1, is a 5'11", 181-pound junior. The interception here against the Hawks.
Second and goal.
Fellow Jackrabbits first-team defensive back Brandon Dumas, 2, is a junior. Granite Hills senior George Garcia joins Barstow's Sean Ely as the only players named All-League on defense and offense. Barstow is represented on the All-DSL defensive first team by punter, kicker Caden Cardenas, a sophomore, making it 6 sophomores on the 16-player defensive team. The All-League offensive team had 10 of the 16 seniors. The All-League defensive team, 10 of the 16 underclassmen.
It felt good!
It felt so good. Smiles everywhere, good feelings. Everybody's having a good time tonight.
The cause of jubilation, the first Victor Valley College victory of the Artie Allen era. Kenyard Edwards Jr. scores 4 touchdowns, including this 80-yard race to the end zone in the 46-0 thumping of L.A. Pierce. Kinyard Edwards Jr. touchdowns come on runs of 17, 23, and 15 yards in addition to the 80-yarder. Impressive as the offense is, the Rams' defense is equally magnificent, limiting the visiting Brahmas to 125 yards total offense.
I like the way how we all executed. We all came after the ball. Everybody got in. I made some other plays, and that's it. Got it.
The Rams' defense has the Brahmas at bay from the start. The entire left side of the defense is upon the quarterback, Gabe Sauty Jr., first to lay a hand on him, 22 Mac Miller, 44 is Logan Soriano, 17 Deshaun Griffin. Back-to-back tackles for a loss, Gabe Sauty Jr. is 6'1", 240, sophomore linebacker and defensive captain from Apple Valley.
Gabe, what did you like best about the way that defense played tonight?
I like the way our defense executed and flew around to the ball, and everybody got a chance to make a play tonight.
3rd and 1 at the 17. Kinyard Edwards Jr. caps the 5-play, 38-yard drive, racing to the outside and sprinting untouched to the end zone. 7-0 Rams, 5 minutes in. Touchdown number 2 completes VVC's second possession. Kinyard Edwards Jr. with the 23-yard dash to pay dirt, or pay turf as the case may be, again untouched. 14-0 Rams with 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. From the 15 through an enormous hole, the third touchdown for Kinyard Edwards Jr. 2 minutes into the second quarter, 21-0 Rams. Offensive play had been sluggish through most of the second quarter, and Coach Artie Allen addressed that at halftime.
It was definitely a halftime when our coaches told us we need to play better. We didn't work.
Midway through the third quarter, the biggest play of the day, Kinyard Edwards Jr. breaks a tackle in the backfield, cuts back and to the outside and outruns the Brahmas secondary for his 80-yard touchdown.
Seen a big hole, made a miss. My brother already told me, took it to the house.
You broke a tackle in the backfield, though.
Yeah. You gotta make everybody miss. That's the best thing as a running back.
So you getting tired?
Nah. I mean, somewhat, but it's good for the team.
Keep her going. Thank you.
The Rams add another third-quarter touchdown on Brandon Wingle's perfectly thrown pass to LaShawn Potts from 9 yards out. The final touchdown is also a Brandon Wingle to LaShawn Potts connection, 64 yards with just under 4 minutes left to play. The former Bakersfield Christian High School All-American offers his analysis.
Congratulations on the win, Brandon. What did you like best about the way the offense played tonight?
I think we played well together, and I think we did make a lot. Even though we didn't make a lot of mistakes, we came back and we bounced back from those mistakes and we fixed them. And I just think we played well as a team.
What did you like best, Chris, about the way this offense played tonight?
Definitely today we clicked a lot better on the line, and as a whole offense we clicked better today. Definitely. Last week was a tough loss, but this week we just need to continue to get better.
Good job. Congratulations.
Here are some of the outstanding individual plays by Rams defenders. Former Oak Hills Bulldog Chase Blue, the tackle for a loss. Chase Blue, 6', 205-pound freshman linebacker. Marquise Cato stays with the deep pass and registers his third interception of the season. Marquise Cato is 5'9", 170, a freshman defensive back, shown alongside fellow former Apple Valley Sun Devil Gabe Sauty Jr. Gang tackle for a loss. 13 times Rams defenders throw Brahmas ball carriers for a loss.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid fast and last, sold on supporting High Desert Sport. Howard's, recognizing and supporting the team's athletes, schools, and sports programs throughout the Victor Valley. The Bradco Companies, supporting all the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Valu Quality Truck Body. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Griner Buick GMC in Victorville. Griner has the best damn used cars, period.
And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting high desert teams, athletes, and sports programs. This is your High Desert Sports Report. Best of 2021. The year's top reports on the High Desert's outstanding teams, players, and sporting events. Thanks for watching.